Have we said goodbye to Colby Covington as like an elite, quote unquote, elite welterweight?
That's a good question. It's hard to argue that he's really been elite for a while, really. I mean, he hasn't done anything elite for a long time. So, yeah, I'm not even sure if the door was already closed. I thought this was kind of his chance to show that he is still an elite welterweight, and he didn't pass the test. So, yeah, but I think that door might have already been closed, I guess, is the only caveat to that. But, you know, we'll see. I guess the question is whether he retires, right? It's not even whether he's a elite welterweight anymore. I think that answer is pretty clear. But is he going to stick around? Is he going to keep fighting? Because he's kind of lived off of his shtick more so than off his performances, right?
They said he's kind of like Josh Koscheck. Josh was loud, talked a lot, always kind of right in the mix. He could never get past GSP. And then he kind of just faded away. And how often do people talk about Josh Koscheck now?
Yeah, not very much. Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah, yeah, and it's like there's different ways to build your name, right? Colby kind of went the Chael Sonnen route, right? Like talk the shit and get out there, get people talking about you, so you get the numbers, and that's kind of how you earn the shot. Or you also have the Bilal Muhammad route, right, where he doesn't really talk a lot of shit or anything, but he goes out there and performs. And Colby did the talking route. And I think that's probably what he'll be remembered for, right? Same as Josh Koscheck. Like we don't necessarily remember a lot of his performances, even though he was a really good fighter. That's not the first thing you think of when you think of Josh Koscheck. You think of a loudmouth, brash guy. Um, you know, and that's what Colby's going to be remembered for. And people even now, like if you mention Colby, like the first thing that pops in their head is going to be his shtick, right? The shit that he talked and the people that he upset or the weird things that he said. It's not going to be. It's not his fights. And again, it's different paths for different people, but it's a fair game to both, right? Like he's made his money, had some fun doing it, so good for him.